Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Goes to the option. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Allen. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, what a cut! And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they
makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Syracuse right back at it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the single back. There he goes. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Back to throw. It's Allen. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns up. He's going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He is flat, slim, winging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same.
He's got some space. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. Their top...
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easy.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early. And
he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Back to throw, it's Allen. Fires complete on the crosser. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home, they knock him down back at the 45. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Gonna swing it on second down. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throws to the back. It's complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Syracuse, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. At the 35, he's open. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Gets it out quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes a grab on the shot. And he strides his way in. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Here comes the offense. Field again. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's got it on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
42, Syracuse, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Allen. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tiger! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, things aren't perfect. He has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this This has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. What a spectacular... by the return man. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Good, solid tackle. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
He'll pull it down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Now the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really...
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.